morning students. I hope you all are safe and fine at home. So today in this video I am going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 1, food and its sources. So in this chapter we are going to learn about food and its importance. What is food and why it is important? Varieties of food. Food from plants and animal. Classification of animal based on their food habits. They are herbivore, carnivore and omnivores. So let us start with the first topic, that is food and its importance. So students, what is food? Can you tell me the answer? Food is a substance that we eat or drink in our day-to-day life. Anything what we eat or drink is a food. And why it is important for us? It is important for us because it gives us energy, is not it? It gives us energy to carry out our day-to-day activities. Secondly, it helps us in growth and development and the replacement of the worn out cell. Now, you may be very confused regarding the line that it helps in replacement of worn out cell. Now, what is that? Now you see, our body is made up of cell, is not it? Suppose you are riding a bicycle and you fell down. You got a cut, blood is coming out. But after a few days or a week, you will find that the area is covered with new tissue, new skin, is not it? How? Because that area is covered by new cells, okay? And if we eat good food, it helps in growth and development of our body as well as new cells, okay? Thirdly, it protects our body from several diseases and keeps us healthy. What does it mean? Now, you see, if you eat good fruits and vegetables, okay, it will increase our immunity, our immune system. Okay, our immune system fight against several diseases. It do not allow the foreign particle to enter inside our body. So in this way, food keeps us away from diseases. Okay. So now we will discuss about second point, that is varieties of food. So what does the term variety means? Variety means of different types. Okay. Now you see, in our places, in our breakfast we take chapati, in our lunch time we take rice, in our dinner time we take rice. But in different places, people eat different types of food. Okay, the food of our place completely differs from the food items of South Indian dish. Is not it? So, what happened? It varies with place to place. Okay? Okay students, now we will discuss about food ingredients. What are food ingredients? You see, the raw material which are used to prepare a food item is called its ingredient. Now, for cooking rice, what ingredients are necessary? What raw material are necessary? First is rice and the second is water. Is not it? We may need 1 or 2 ingredients to cook an item. Okay, and sometimes you may need more ingredient to cook an item. Like for making tea, we need raw material like milk, tea leaves, sugar, water. Is not it? So it varies from the food item which we are planning to make. Okay? Okay students, now we will discuss about sources of food. What are sources of food? So far we explained about ingredient, raw material. From where we get this ingredient and raw materials? You see, we get ingredients from plants and animals. We get ingredient and raw materials from plants and animals. Like turmeric, again ginger, vegetables, fruits and all. These things we get from plants. That's not it. And from animal what we get? We get milk, meat, fish, honey, eggs. Is not it? These things we get from animals. Okay. So from this point we can conclude that plants and animals are the main source of food. Now we will discuss about plant as a source of food. See, plant is the main source of food even for animals also. We get meat, fish and eggs from animal, but from where these animals are getting food? They are also directly depend on plant for their food. Okay? Plants are also called producers. You know why? Because they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay? Now, you see what happened. Food is produced from different part of a plant. So, what are the parts of plant you see? A plant have root, leaves, stem, flower, seeds, fruits. Is not it? But what happened? We cannot eat all part of a single plant. Okay? The part of a plant which we eat are called edible part. Now, a single plant may have one edible part or more than one edible part. We will discuss it further. Now you see, roots. We eat roots of some plants like radish, carrot, turnip. We eat the root. Now, leaves. We eat leaves of cabbage, lettuce, spinach. Is not it? We eat stem of sugar cane, potatoes. We eat flower of cauliflower, broccoli. We eat the flower part. Okay? Seeds. We eat seeds of sunflower, mustard, paddy, again wheat. Is not it? And we eat fruit like apple, mango. These all are what? Fruit. Okay? And in some plant, what happened? There are more than one edible part like mustard. We eat leaf and stem of mustard as well as we consume seed as a oil. Is not it? Now, food can also be obtained from non-green plant like edible fungi, which is usually known as mushroom. Why they are termed as non-green plant, you know? Because they lack chlorophyll. They don't have green color pigment, chlorophyll. Okay, and because of that they are not able to prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and we consume food from non-green plant also as a mushroom. Is it clear? So far we discussed about plant as a source of food. Now we will discuss about animal as a source of food. You see, we get milk, meat, honey, fish from animals. Is not it? Now you see, we will discuss about milk. Milk is a wholesome food. It contains all the 5 nutrients. Okay, and it is obtained from animals like cow, buffaloes. Okay, and many other milk products like cheese, again butter. These are also prepared from milk. Now, meat. Meat is a flesh eaten as a food, and we obtain meat from fish. Again, hen, goat. Okay. Now, honey. Honey is a thick, sweet liquid produced by honeybee. Okay. It nourishes our body, and it is said that it contains all the nutrient. Okay, which is vital to sustain life. Okay. Now, this honey is produced by honeybee. Is not it? And when this honeybee is reared in a very large scale, it is called what? Apiculture. We say the rearing of honeybee in a very large scale is called what? Apiculture. Okay. So is it clear up to here, students? Now, what do animal eats? Different animal eats different type of food. Is not it? Have you seen a cow eating meat or a lion eating grass? No. Different type of animal, they eat different type of food. Now, on the basis of their food habit, they are classified as herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Omnivores. So, at first we will discuss about herbivores. Okay, these herbivores, they eat only plants. Okay, they are totally vegetarian. Okay, now you see this herbivore animal have muscular tongue. Okay, the tongue is muscular and they have strong grinding teeth for chewing the grasses. Okay, and some example of herbivore are goat, cow, buffalo, many are there. Now we come to carnivore. Carnivore, they are flesh-eating animals. Okay, and they have sharp canines to tear the meat. Okay, canines, the side teeth. Okay, they are very sharp to tear the flesh of other animals. Some examples are lion and tiger. Now comes omnivores. Omnivores means they eat both plant as well as animals. Okay, we human are also omnivores. We eat plant also as well as animals also. So is it clear about classification? Herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Herbivore eat only plant, carnivore eat only meat, omnivore eat both plant and meat. Okay? And there are some other animals with some special eating habits. They are scavengers, decomposers and parasites. We will discuss about it. Now scavengers. These scavengers are animals that feed on dead animals. They don't kill the animals, but they feed on dead bodies. Okay? And what is the profit, of the scavengers? They keep our environment clean. Okay? By eating up all the dead bodies. Okay? So, this jackal, hyena, vulture, so this jackal, hyena and vulture, they feed on dead bodies of other organisms and keep our environment clean. Now decomposers. After eating these things, okay, after eating the dead body, some remaining are left on the ground. They are decomposed by decomposers such as bacteria, fungi. They decompose it into the soil. Again, later on, the plant will absorb it from the soil. They decomposes the organic matter into the soil. Now, parasites. What are these parasites? See, these parasites are organisms which depend for their food on host. For example, girls especially, okay, if you have louse in your hair, okay, they will suck your blood. Okay, they will suck your blood. You are a host there. You are a host organism and the parasite is the louse there. It will suck blood from your head. Is not it? One more example of parasite is leech. Okay, for food. Okay, usually leech sucks our blood. Okay, so it will derive food from our body. As soon as the stomach is full, it will detach from our body. Is not it? So students, our chapter ends here. I hope you have understood something from this video. If you have any doubt, please you can ask me. Thank you and have a good day ahead.